There's something I want you to do. This past weekend, I had a client who flew in from Chicago to work with me. We spent the whole day at Team Capital headquarters in Newport Beach, and we worked on a lot of stuff. One thing that came up though, all right, this guy is not your normal guy. He's a badass. All right, he makes millions and millions of dollars. He's a doctor, he owns several practices. He's a surgeon to the stars, you could say. All right, I'm gonna keep his identity anonymous, but he's an amazing person. One issue he was having, and one issue that you are having right now, I don't have to meet you, I don't have to know you, I know that you have this issue, even if you don't know it, simply because it plagues all men. Now, what was this issue for him? Emotional suppression. As a doctor working with patients, seeing all kinds of horror stories, sob stories, the entire rainbow of emotions, he had learned that he needed to be the controlled one, and the tactic he had discovered to use that, to create that effect, was suppressing his emotions. And he just held it in, and he just bottled it in, and he learned how to do this automatically over and over and over. And now years later, 41 years old, he's a suppressed person. He's an amazing person, but there's a part of him that is suppressed. And it's the same part of you that is also suppressed. And what part is this? Well, I'll tell you what, it's the part that makes you a fucking beast. It's the part that makes you look an obstacle in the eye and say, fuck you, and keep going. It's the part that unleashes you in the bedroom with women. It's the part that unleashes this animal magnetism onto the world. It's the part that we all want to see more of from you, because when we see it from you, it inspires us to bring it out in ourselves even more. Now, what part is this? I think you know what I'm talking about. It's the beast in you. It's the lion within you. It's the roar within you, that fire in your fucking belly. And I've tried many, many different ways to bring it out within myself and within others. Every psychological therapy, NLP, bioenergetics, a lot of them have a lot of value. But there is one simple thing that I have found that brings this fucking beast out of us better than anything I have ever seen, better than anything I have ever tried. What is it? I'll show you. It's a fucking bark. I want you to bark every day. Bark every single day. I don't know why I haven't shared this with you. I bark every day. I bark all the time. I started barking around the same time I started getting good with girls, around the same time my business started growing. My whole life changed with a bark. Sounds ridiculous, right? Sounds impossible. Fine, don't try it. And you'll never see what happens. All right, and I told this client this weekend, you need to bark, and I made him bark with me. We had a barking session. All right, it was barktastic. And then he went out that night to a party in LA, and I woke up the next morning to a text message from him. But it wasn't just a text and words, it was pictures. 3 pictures, in fact, of him with 3 different smoking hot girls. And a text that said, I love barking, I love the techniques you gave me, and I love LA. And he had a great fucking time that night. And he even said, I felt so much more emotionally live and emotionally open because of the barking. And I gave him a prescription. I said, you're gonna bark every day for the next 90 days, at least 3 times a day. I don't care where you go. Go somewhere where it's quiet. Go somewhere where people can't see you, can't hear you. It doesn't matter. This isn't for them. This is for you. This is about bringing the beast in you. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to the fucking beast. What's up, dude? You've been hiding for a while. You've been stuck there. You've been sitting there. You've just been pushed down and suppressed and depressed. And you've wanted to come out. You want to come out and play. You want to come out and dominate. You want to come out and win. You want to come out and be the fucking champion that you were born to be. And it's time today, now, here, it begins. And it goes on forever. So whether you see this video or you don't ever again, the bark is the way. The bark is what we do. The bark is the fucking move. So my name is Jason Capital, and I want you to bark every day.